Medikoi whisperer. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Do a bit of DIY. It's been a long old winter and it's still winter yet. Do a different design on every other one sort of thing, because there's loads of pictures in here. Hello there. Any difference at all? Might not. Here we go, the results are coming in. That's what we say. Thank your mother for the rabbits. Just give it a bit of wax on, wax off. There we have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, as if you're going to try it, and if you're not going to try it, you ain't going to know. So let's try it and see if it makes any difference. The old window lean. Definitely highly recommend, check them out. And even you like it too, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Do I set up a quarantine system for a new fish? Have I got room? Oh, it's pretty lenient, but how far can you push the boat before it sinks? Right then, ladies and gents, we're back for another video. James the Koi Whisperer. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the video for me. And what have we got coming up today in this video? Well, it's an absolute banging winter's morning. Lovely bit of sunshine. I'm just sat here admiring the koi. I tell you what, I'll spin the camera around, show you what I'm looking at. Because, well, you don't often get mornings like this in the winter, and it's an absolute banger. So let's crack on with this video. Hope you can enjoy it, and let's just see what we get up to today. So just while we're here, guys, I just really wanted to give a bit of a shout out, really, because I had a few people ask me last video, is your pond lined or fiberglass? And yeah, it is fiberglass. There is a video on this pond build being fiberglass. I had my main man Matt from GRP Lining Services come down, done an absolute tremendous job on it. I'm super happy with it. Definitely highly recommend, check out Matt if you're local enough to him. He's a cracking bloke, and to be fair, I wouldn't have wanted anyone else to do my pond. He's got his own YouTube channel as well, so definitely highly recommend, check him out. GRP Lining Services. I'm super happy with the quality, the finish. Really made my pond finish right up, to be fair. Super happy with it. Couldn't have asked for anything better. There's not one imperfection whatsoever, everything that he's done. But if you look back on the older videos, it's absolutely banging, and I'm super made up with it, and it proper finished the pond off, to be fair. So yeah, definitely check him out. GRP Lining Services. Matt, he's an absolute cracking bloke, and you can't ask for anything better than that if you get a finish and as happy as what I am, with no problems, no issues, and a bang on fiberglass koi pond. Happy days. And even you like it too, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Just got some of the bits out what the wife got me for Christmas, the kids got me for Christmas, and I got an item here what my mate Nigel sent me at Oriental Designs GB. I got my koi magazine out because I had a little read a minute ago, and I thought, right, actually, I got some artwork I can paint up. Basically, I got the idea of this. I'm just going to copy that onto there and do a different design on every other one sort of thing, because there's loads of pictures in here. I can go through, work out the pictures, get it onto there. But I got to order up some spray paint and some other bits and pieces. But yeah, I thought, right, let's crack on, get some of these bits out in the garden. You know, I'm absolutely mad on me red and black theme out in the garden. You can see it out there. It's got loads of it going on, but it's cold, it's frosty, it's wet, but you got to make the most of it. So let's get out in the garden and have a bit of fun and see if I can come up with something. Right then, so you join me down here by the koi pond. Just really want to say real quickly, see the big blue I've got in behind there? It's part of the reason why I love making these YouTube videos, because there's so many people out there with tips and information that share on information to me, especially in the comment section. Long story short, on the last video, I've done a little video about the big blue that takes all the chlorine out of the water, what I'm putting into the pond on a regular basis on a trickle in, trickle out. And I found, it's been running for 3 months, and I found chlorine going into the system. A lot of people said to me, they said, oh James, have you tried blasting water through the active carbon the opposite way to see if water's tracking up one side? It's worth a go before I empty it and change it, because each time it's going to be £60 to refill it each time. I have got a spare lot ready to go, and it was the plan to do it first thing this morning. But I think I'm just going to give the bottle a little bit of a shake and blast the water through the opposite way round, just like they've said it in the comment section. See if it makes any difference at all. If it does, happy days. 10 minutes of checking it just before I empty it, and half an hour job of doing all of that. I just will check it, just see if it does make a difference, because in my head it sort of makes sense really that water could be tracking up one side of the bottle over a period of time. It's been sat there for 3 months, it hasn't moved, water's been trickling in through the same direction. It could be that it's tracking up one side of the active carbon and the water's not going through the whole lot, but That being said, the only way you know is if you're going to try it, and if you're not going to try it, you ain't going to know. So let's try it and see if it makes any difference. Hello there. So yeah, the reason why I use my window is I can't quite get down through there, and I didn't really want to step over the pond, so I just come out the window. But what I'm going to do is give it a little bit of a check to see if it makes any difference before I completely replace it. I've also been sat here for so long, it might make a difference, it might not. In the comment section I've been told to lie it down, roll it, give it a shake. All I'm going to do is give it a bit of a hand shake. Don't know if it make any difference at all. Might not. Bit of that, bit of a swirl. Next thing they told me to do is instead of pump the water through that way, pump it through the opposite way. Try that as well. Surprising how dirty that's coming out. I've got a drain down the back there, so it's going straight down the drain. Like I said, it might not make no difference at all, but unless you try it, you don't know, do you? Pump it back through that way and make sure I give it a good stir up. Leave that running for a bit and then I'll give it a test in a second. Right, let's have a look in here a minute, see if I can find my tester. Yep, that's what I need. Just go and have a look and just see what it's saying. Worth a check. I just left that there for 5 minutes. Check it now and see what it's saying. Right, so he's on a countdown now. We'll find out if that made any difference whatsoever. If it does, it'll be very, very interesting. But I'll have to keep an eye on it because obviously it's been running for 3 months. But let's just see what this says as soon as it's done. But yeah, be hell of an interesting if it does. But look at the water I made here, just by splashing it around. I will fire it back up directly. But yeah, happy days. And here we go, the results are coming in. And the results are saying 0. So now by doing that, I have got 0 chlorine coming through that system. That there's proper interesting. Me giving that a shake, flushing it backwards. Now I've got 0 coming through. What I'll do, I'll run that back into the pond now. But that's proper interesting. So maybe that there's worth a go for people that haven't done it before. Just give your big blue a bit of a rattle, bit of a shake, and see what happens. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to test that later on today, just to see if it does make a difference. But that's proper interesting. That's got me, that has. That's proper got me, because I was about to change that this morning because I thought it was completely no good. So that there might have just saved me a penny or two. So what I'm going to start doing, I might start doing, is give that a bit of a shake each week, or a bit of a move around, and just keeping an eye on it for a little bit. But yeah, that's shocked me, that has. That's proper shocked me. So I want to say thanks to a bloke called Martin Smith who put a comment on my last video. Basically said just put it in reverse, flush it out. He said flush the system right out. He said because over time your carbon can come like compact and water can find its way up the easiest route. So yeah, thanks very much for that, mate. That's the old part of this YouTube. You know, I try to help people out, but there's a lot of people that help me out. So if it does work and it stays but there's no chlorine coming through, that's what we say. Thank your mother for the rabbits. So basically, I saw a fellow YouTuber, one of my mates. Basically, I asked him how he's cleaning his pond window, and he said he just bought a brush off of eBay, a cleaning brush. So I thought I'll buy one of them as well. So all I do, I use it just to wipe the bottom of the shower tray. Not that it gets done very often. Spin it back round. This is just a 2 metre pole, and the easiest way I found to clean my window, which I only do maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, not even that to be fair, is just give it a bit of wax on, wax off. And the koi don't mind me doing it. You don't get cold hands. You might get wet feet if you go a bit aggressively and not look what you're doing. So give it a bit of a clean. I do try not to spill too much water over the front, because then you have to clean the front of the glass, but sometimes it just happens. Yeah, get yourself on eBay, get yourself a brush. That's how I do it, job done. No cold hands, wet feet. Got to clean the front of the window now. Bit of wax off, wax off. And I'm far from a professional window cleaner, but just grab off the excess water which I overspill. Get rid of that a minute. I'll just put a couple of sprays on. Bit of the old window lean. Chuck a bit of that on there. grab me dirty rag, the rag I keep in the shed, just give it a bit of elbow grease, it becomes nice and clean. And while you're here, you can have a good old look at the koi. Right off the top. Lovely jubbly. Probably get the wife to do it later on, she's better at doing it than me. Jubbly, right in the middle, one more name garden. Lovely jubbly. 29.5. 29.5. Happy days. There we have it then. So that's the first bit of artwork all put up. Look in the hammer. Gives it a bit more of the red and black theme going on in here. And well, let's get the other bits. I might put them up here. Let's have a look, see what I come up with. Take it as it comes. You know me. There we have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Job's a good one. Another job done. One thing I'm going to do though, as soon as I get better weather, this underneath here, get the old render out. I'm going to render all the way across here. And yeah, I'm thinking about painting it a different colour because all the tannin is coming off of the wood, trickling down over this cream. Every single year I've got to pressure wash it off and repaint it, and it's just doing me head in. So yeah, I think I'm going to paint that a different colour underneath there this year. But another job that needs doing, but I can't do it yet. It's still winter, still too cold and too wet. But yeah, happy with that. All looking winner chicken dinner. This here is really annoying me. It's bugging the hell out of me, but I can't do anything about it yet. Well, that said guys, coming to the end of this video. Sun is still absolutely banging here today, to be fair. It's been an absolute banger of a day. A little bit nippy out there, but you know, you make do, don't you? Make hay when the sun shines and all that lot. But yeah, it's been nice to get out there today, have a little play around. Really interesting with that big blue, to be fair. With that chlorine, I'm going to check it again in another half an hour. Been running all afternoon. And we'll see if he's still clear, and I'll check it again tomorrow. And then I'll report back to you guys, let you know what the situation is. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. Got to have a slurp on the old tea, then I've got to sit down, edit this video that you've just watched. Because that takes me a couple of hours as well, like it do. But that said, look. Can't wait to get out koi shopping. I've had a few people text me saying they're closing down their ponds this year. There's they've sort of lost interest in the hobby as such, and there's some banging koi that they've got. If I'm interested in, you know, taking them on and having a look at them. But I said to them, drop us a price, let us know how much you want for them, and I'll see if it fits into my budget. But I have got my eyes on a couple up my koi dealers as well at the moment, so don't know what to do yet, but I'm definitely going to be going up to koi dealers in the next week or two, have a look round, put my name on a couple of fish, ready to rock and roll, and I can't wait, to be fair. Koi shopping is probably one of the most fun parts of this hobby. Getting a new koi, introducing a new koi to a pond can be the biggest headbanger to the hobby as well. So, do I set up a quarantine system for a new fish? Have I got room? Am I going to upset the wife? Do I put a quarantine system inside this conservatory, get rid of the chair? You know, my wife's pretty lenient, but how far can you push the boat before it sinks? That being said, another story. You know me, I'm the koi whisperer. Anything can happen. Check back next week, see what you think, what's going on, and happy bonding, happy new year. Thank you, mother, for the rabbits, and I'll see you all soon. Take care. And any haters out there, you know who you are. I know who you are, and I can't wait to see you at the koi shows this year. Thank you, mother, for the rabbits.